It's Dale here. I just wanted to show you, I've done this before and I know many times, some cocoon strippings. The cocoon strippings are the waste that comes off the edge of the cocoon, so they've still got the natural sericin in, and we've been selling them for a long time, but we've just got a new big shipment in this week, so I've been playing with them, and they're actually a lot lighter and finer than the original ones that I've had. So I'll show you what I've had before, which is, you know, really nice. It's got lots of rubbish in and things like that, but it's sort of darker and whatnot. And this is the new lot. Some of it's like this, which is very, very tender and slightly textured. It's just within the bag how it's different, and it's really interesting to play with. So I've show you what I've done. This is a mix of the new one and the old one. You can see it's quite firm. I've actually got quite a bit on it, quite thick. But this is the new one, which is very, very fine, and I've only done a very fine layer. And I'm sort of just changing my ideas slightly to make it so it's really delicate, which is going to be lovely. And of course you can build up more layers by layering it on. And for those who haven't seen all this before and not sure what it is that I'm even talking about, these are cocoon strippings. And I'll just show you how I've used these new ones. So all they need to glue them together is heat and liquid. And in this case, we've got the iron and we've got water. Obviously, Murphy's in action here, so we'll just put a little bit down, just instead of watching grass grow. And I'll just pop them there like that, just a small bit to show you. And you can build up layers. You don't want to put masses on, because if you do that, the inside will be soft and it won't be all nice. You'll have to, you know, so building up the layers means you work away as you go. So I'll just wet them all up. I'm using Glad Bake, so I've got Glad Bake top, Glad Bake bottom. And then the iron. And I'll turn it over because I want to work it both sides. It's probably wet enough in here. And give it a good iron. Turn it back now. Instead of what I've done in the past is to lift it at once, you need to let it cure. So I'll just put that down, just lift the top so you can see it here. And you probably need just to adhere to its all self. And then I'd leave it to cure for some time before I lift it and use it, or add to it, or put another layer on. So it becomes like a fabric. So let's come back and look at this very fine one and how nice it is as a fabric. So you don't need any glue, you only need water or liquid and heat. Now you can put other things onto it because it's got glue in it, the sericin in it. So you can add papers and threads and any sorts of bits and pieces. And you can, of course, and I'll show you, you can of course adhere it to other things. You can colour it afterwards, that's what I do. Don't use acrylics because they sit on the surface. Here you'll see I have put the fibres onto some scrim and ironed it, and with the wet and the heat then the fibres will stick to the scrim, and I've used it as the background for a picture. And once you colour it, there's your pieces. You can use it in any way. This is just a little you know, fold up book, and or you can colour it again and stitch on it, stitch whatever. These is using Moonshadow Mist, which are quite dark, or use other sprays that you've got. And these ones are just plain white and they've been stitched. They're based on my red shoes that I had, so it's a series of bookmarks. But what you can also do with them that makes them quite exciting, you can impress and mould and do all sorts of stuff. But just looking at this book, this is a little book by a lady called Val Holmes. If you want to know more, look her up on Google. She lives in France, fabulous textile artist. And you can use them to mould. And I mould with them around a container and spray water and put Glad Bake over them and iron it to do this. Here I've attached images that I've stamped and stitched onto water soluble. This one here has got a paper napkin that I've put onto it. Here I've got some other little ones that are short, just round bowls, but it's the heat in the water and putting Glad Bake on it keeps it in its shape. But I just thought I'd show you these from Val's book. I don't think this book's sort of readily around, but it could be. She's actually made them into candles, so she's left them on glass, and she's doing them in the microwave, and I don't do that now. I haven't got a microwave. So to do them in the microwave, we do the same. You put paper around, wet them, etc., etc. Watch they don't, and this is the sort of effect then they come out, and absolutely gorgeous. She's got hydrangea flowers and so on inside, so there's potential for so much. So they are lovely, and we've just had another whole new lot. And of course, if you want to know the ultimate book for working with silk is Sarah Lawrence's Silk Paper for Textile Artists, which we sell for a mean sum of $30. So, oh sorry, $20, I take that back. It's a fabulous book, and you won't find anything that's got as comprehensive. So I hope that's been a little use to you, and I'll see you again another time. Bye.